you something. Are you just filling out a bracket this year, or are you actually trying to win something real? Because most people are just playing for bragging rights or being able to run around the office and tell everybody how smart they are. My bookie is giving away $100,000 in their Madness Bracket contest. It's 100 grand real cash, and it's all up for grabs. What they're doing is they're celebrating 100,000 followers on Instagram with another $10,000 in prizes. So this isn't just about picking upsets and talking trash to your group chat. You're turning your ball knowledge into actual bankroll. So pay attention here. If you're going to be in it to actually win it. What you do is you go to mybookie.ag and use our promo code OWC for Organizations Win Championships. Just that code, those three letters, OWC, and get your first bet covered up to $500. If it misses, you can activate your bet back bonus token and run it back. The madness is only here once a year. Don't just watch it. Win from it. mybookie.ag, the promo code OWC, only at MyBookie.
Organizations Win Championships, a Chicago Bulls podcast with Jason and Dan Bernstein on 312 Sports.
This is episode 135 of Organizations Win Championships, OWC, and I don't know what the Bulls think they're accomplishing. I don't know what they're doing. All I know is it is more than pissing me off right now. And I thought things were going in the right direction when they rested Sexton the other night. And I don't know what happened last night. I don't know.
It's so frustrating. All we've been talking about is how we want them to be competitive and lose. And we want to see something from the young guys and how they align with Giddey's play style, align with Matas's play style, and we haven't seen that much of that. And now Dillingham has something going on, so it's like
we'll get to that.
It's another thing. There's just another thing. What is going on with their medicals, man? Got a team full of Max Crosbys.
I don't know. Oh, but here you are last night, and Steph Curry is resting, but you had so many opportunities to just put out a lineup there that was less likely to win. And the question is be like, well, Okoro didn't dress, Sexton didn't dress, Patrick Williams didn't dress. Play Yuki.
Diamonds didn't dress.
He's not even on the roster right now. Play Yuki if you have to.
Yeah.
And play Dillingham more than 20 minutes because Dillingham blows. He was.
I still have hope. I still have hope.
You have to. You're pot committed now on him. That's all you. You are Mr. Dilly. We're gonna go to Dairy Queen and get you a Dilly bar for either hand so you can wave him around. But how is Matas Buzelis playing 45 minutes? Giddey's playing 43 minutes. Get him out of there. Do something. You can't win that game. No. Understand what the mission is here. It's killing me. If you look at Tankathon, the Bulls are now 9th at 27-38.
They've gone down they've gone down in the draft order since we've talked. Weren't they at 8 last week, or could I be wrong?
No, I don't think so. Because Memphis is at 23 and 41. I don't think they're going to catch Dallas. Although Dallas has lost 8 in a row. Memphis has lost 5 in a row. Memphis has a 4-game lead in the win column right now. They have 23 wins. The Bulls have 27 wins. You got to get on this. That is a difference. And you say, oh, what's the big deal? The big deal is 6% chance for top 4 and 1.5% for number 1 overall. And if you're a crazy person like we are, and you sit and you click on simming the lottery over and over again, you know how much of a difference those tiny percentage points make. Lose these games.
Yeah.
Hate it.
You said it, not I.
I hate it.
They need to lose. It's so bad. I will say one thing, though. part of me likes Leonard Miller a little bit. I
told
like
you
his
that.
game. Yeah, it's just, is he not just a more physical version of Julian Phillips right now? Like, is that reasonable to say?
I think he's a little more than just a corner 3 baseline attacker guy, though, because of the rebounding.
That's what I mean. He's a little bit more polished, a little more developed. He's stronger. I think there's something there. And I like how he fits with Giddey. And I also find it interesting that in a deadline where they accrued 7 new players, the throwaway guy is the one that we're talking about and saying, oh, this guy could be here for a couple of years or for 5 years, depending on what happens with the roster. And who knows at this point? Dillingham could be gone after this season. I doubt it, but you never know with what's going on. And I hope he doesn't because, as you said, I'm all in on him.
You have to be. Well, I mean, Sexton obviously can play. He's just not a guy who really fits here.
I love him, though. He's a ball of energy and he's a very rah hustle guy, but he's good, yeah. But he's good. And they beat the Suns. Oh my!
I know they've beaten the Bucks and the Suns and now the Warriors. This West Coast trip was a chance. The whole West Coast trip, where traditionally, even when the Bulls are good, they go out on the West Coast and they lose. And
get demolished.
Right, and here you're finally bad and you finally want to lose, and now they decide to go west and win.
Bye-bye, AJ Devonta.
Can't do anything right. There's Nick Richards sitting there, and at the end of the game, that's a guy, play the bad players more. If Yuki Kawamura is at the end of your bench and Yuki Kawamura playing could help you get Boozer or Devonta or Peterson, play him.
Play Lachlan Olbrich.
He's not even listed.
He might have been. There was a G League game last night. I think that's what it was. So I don't know. Yuki was there.
Yeah.
But I don't think Olbrich was there.
Yuki just trying was to the only guy listed in the box score who was a DNP-CD. Because everybody else did not dress. Doesn't mean they were naked. It just means they had basketball clothes on. I mean, they weren't sitting there like, what is it? Coach said not to dress. Do the a la Abdul Nabi, where you head down to the scorer's table
with no shorts on, right? Yeah.
Realize you forgot to put on shorts. Yep. But there's just no.
I think Anthony Edwards did that one time, though. Actually,
he did the a la.
Maybe he was in a high school game. There was some podcast that I was listening to, and I don't know if it was Edwards. I just remember hearing a story about some really good NBA player when they forgot to put their shorts on.
Next time when you think you've remembered a story, if you
actually remember it,
right? Or if you don't actually know what your story is, don't start it. That would be my advice to you. I remember this podcast once. There was a guy, I think he was an NBA player. He might not have been a basketball player.
Took a
I don't
shot.
even know it was
His
a
name
podcast.
was Anthony.
I'm not sure what it was.
His name was Anthony Eggface.
That's what you sound like. That's what you sound like.
Name of Anthony Eggface. He is good at game of ball basket.
Basketball. That's what you sound like. So Josh Giddey, 17 assists, 13 rebounds, and 21 points. Matas Buzelis, 41. But I keep getting this question, and I want to address this too before we start talking about what's going on with Bam Adebayo and some of that stuff. Actually, let me wait. Let me do the Dillingham thing first.
All right.
Because injury-wise, we now know for the guys for whom they traded, Jayden Ivey is hurt and might be done.
Yeah.
Maybe can't play. Maybe cannot play in the NBA anymore.
Or wants to retire.
I don't know.
Based off that interview, it just didn't seem.
Or he was just having a bad day, and you get him on a good day, and he's ready to get right at it and rehab and come back to something resembling his former self.
I almost forgot he was on the roster at this point.
I know. Anthony Simons, who got hurt, and then they found a fractured wrist that had existed that they say will be fine. Now we're getting excuses for why Rob Dillingham can't shoot. And they say, well, he's got ganglion cysts in his shooting wrist. And that's preventing him from shooting properly, and that's why everything he throws up there is bouncing off the it's like everything threatens to be a wedgie, or it's going straight up in the air and hitting the shot clock. I mean, his misses are terrible.
They're
and now-
heavy too. They're heavy.
they
Like
are.
they just hit and they go. And if it hits back rim, even if it's the backboard front rim,
Yep.
it'll fling back across half court. I mean, if it hits the rim, it's not going in with his jump shot. And it's interesting because with his little floaters when he gets into the lane, he has a little bit of touch there. So I don't know how much the excuse is coming into play here. We don't know.
And I'll also say I had a ganglion cyst.
I hate those two words put together. I hate that term. It's gross.
Well, they used to call him. They would used to refer to him as Bible bumps.
Yeah, because
like,
couldn't you take like a Bible and you hit them and that's how
Smash
you get it out? Yeah.
Well, it's what they used to say back in
Right.
before there was modern medicine.
Obviously,
You know?
obviously,
Okay.
I wouldn't recommend taking a Bible now and hitting the crap out of it. However,
Right. But they're harmless.
However,
and mine
I
went
know
away
that's
on its
the
own.
history behind it.
Yeah, mine just disappeared. I don't know. If I got them, you'll probably get them too, because they're genetic.
Stop
So,
it!
Yeah. you're gonna
Ew!
end up-
No.
I'm just saying.
Yucky.
I think mine showed up when I was like 47, and it was there, and now it's
Okay.
gone.
Hopefully, I have some time before then, though.
I don't know how long it took, but it could just be an excuse. It could just be, well, wait a sec. We figured it out. We figured out why Rob Dillingham can't shoot. He has ganglion cysts, and maybe he's just bad and he can't shoot. That's why I don't. Did you see the comment from the last pod? By the way, that it was maybe it's 2 pods ago.
Was it on
You
YouTube?
were, yeah, I think you were making your case for Rob Dillingham, as is your wont, and you're talking. Well, he just needs his minutes. He just got to get the. He hasn't had minutes. He hasn't been able to get out there and show it. He hasn't had the opportunity. And somebody just said, Jason, maybe he hasn't played because he's bad.
That's a shout out to Marko Simonovic right there. Aren't the Bulls supposed to be bad right now?
Yes. No,
And aren't
believe me.
you supposed to develop guys?
Rob
that
Dillingham
have
should have
some
played
natural
twice as
talent?
many minutes. He should have
Right.
played 20 more minutes.
Yes. And I think he could get better with time on the floor. I'm riding this wave until I crash. I don't
Okay.
care until a tiger shark rips my arm off. I'm gonna surf this wave.
Have you ever
Your arm's
surfed?
off.
No, it isn't. You haven't surfed, have you?
No, of course not.
No, we did.
No.
We did body surfing in Mexico
The hell is body surf? What?
without a board. You were with us that day, right? When we were just riding the waves, and we weren't using a
Oh, on the
board.
beach?
No, up in the mountains.
No, well, I didn't know if it was that one day when we were on that
You
boat
did it
with
twice.
Brian and Hedgie.
Not on a boat. No, we did it. We did it twice when you were a little kid, and then again in Cabo, out on the waves, amid the
Don't really remember.
tiburones. You don't remember. You're probably drunk. You're
Oh
probably
yeah,
having,
totally. It was
mean,
Mexico.
I know, where you were just one spicy margarita after another.
It's
That's gonna
5
turn into
o'clock
one.
somewhere.
I can't believe Memphis is 4 ahead in the win column now. And
Yeah.
I look at the win column on Tankathon like you'd look at the loss column. Because that's the one,
This
once
roster sucks. Why are they winning?
why are they winning? They're 3-7 over their last 10. Inexcusable. Inexcusable.
You guys didn't win a single game in all of February, and you've already won 3 in March, and and it's been 10 full days.
Somebody has to explain what the point is, what you're doing, why there isn't a unifying vision. Let me also shout out Julia Poe of the Tribune, who is doing an awesome job following this stuff. She is, and as even though the season's gone sideways, her work on this beat about asking all the right questions. Who's in charge? What's the vision? Who is deciding what the purpose of these moves is? And how is it actually being communicated? And I'm not saying that the people on the floor shouldn't try to win, but the people on the floor, under the control of the team, should make the team less likely to win.
Right. Exactly. I think that's exactly what tanking is.
Is that unfair?
Not at all.
Good.
I do want to say, though, and I think you said this last podcast, part of me feels bad for the players that do get, if for a team that's tanking correctly, part of me feels bad that you do throw out a team of players that aren't good enough to win, but can look like they're trying hard enough. And I just feel bad for those guys at a personal level because they want to win. But at this point in the year, you got what, a month left or so? So, I mean, I just think you got to throw the absolute worst combination lineup you have and lose and give yourself AJ DeMonson. And it's not, the thing is that it's not a place we want to be. We would rather the Bulls be a playoff team and them be winning and them have all these superstars and Matas Buzelis be, I don't know, Andre Kirilenko, like we said in the last episode. I don't know. We want them to succeed, but in order to succeed, you got to get a real ass dude. And
everybody
this draft
knows how to do this.
Has some real ass dudes. And if you don't lose right now, you're not going to, unless you get incredibly lucky, which I doubt will happen to this damn team. You're not going to be successful. And it just sucks. It seriously sucks.
Well, for whatever reason, too, and this is what I was going to mention before, this will lead us into our next discussion over the record being broken for the most verifiable points scored ever in an NBA game by Bam Adebayo, getting 83. Well, it is. It's the verifiable record because there's all kinds of myth and apocrypha around what Wilt Chamberlain did. There's no doubt that he did it, but some of the concerns that have been raised by a lot of people have to do with documenting it and going by these eyewitness. Apparently, like one of the teams was down in total number of players. Then by the time he had X number of points, everybody knew what was going on, and it just seemed like they were trying to help get him the record. There's lots of talk about this.
I think part of that happened last night as well with Bam.
Now, let me say this. March in the NBA is the month where bizarre shit happens.
Oh yeah.
It's always
like the Bulls winning 3 fucking games.
Weird. March is weird because you have in the past have had some tanking teams, some developing teams that are in between competing and tanking. And then you get teams saying, well, maybe let's look at this guy. You also have injuries taking their toll. And
players coming back from injuries. Tatum just came back.
I don't know why.
It's early.
That injury? Why push it?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. I don't know. Your team has been playing well enough. Sit out until the playoffs.
Even then, you can make an argument for him not coming back at all. There's a perfectly reasonable argument that with that injury, you do not screw around. But boy, there's been a lot of talk today about trusting doctors and allowing the doctors to help you make those informed decisions. And maybe they did. But Bam Adebayo gets 83. A lot of things can be true. No, you have to do it. A lot of things can be true here. He had an amazing game.
100%.
And that defense was trash.
They didn't start doubling, putting an extra man on him until he had 74, I think it was. I watched a video from Kenny Beecham, who that's my dude, and he released it last night. I watched it this morning, and he said this game was objectively hilarious. And he tweeted during the first quarter that, Bam's having a really good first quarter. And he said he did not expect him to have 83 points, but there were a few plays where Bam just missed a couple of shots badly. Mm-hmm. I mean, nothing but backboard. And they would get the offensive rebound, ping it right over to him, and he would just somehow get fouled. And oh my God, they didn't start putting an extra man on him until he was in the 70-point range. And what Kenny Beecham said was, I'm not an NBA coach, and I know you're the Wizards and you're probably trying to tank right now. But if a guy has 74 points on you or 43.5, you should have at least enough pride to put an extra man on him. Even if you're tanking, you're already probably going to lose the game. What are we doing here?
And you know what? If the players should do it on their own at that point.
Yeah.
The players, when you say have enough pride, if the coach is taking the night off and he's not even giving out any defensive instructions whatsoever.
I saw a clip where he said, we only lost the second half or third quarter by 7 points, and so we just let the wrong guy get hot. He had 83 fucking points, man.
He let the wrong guy get hot.
No, he just said he literally said we let a guy get hot tonight or something like that.
Well,
and he didn't even acknowledge the fact that he had 83 points on your team.
Yeah, on your Washington Wizards.
The Washington Wizards, I don't care who you are, you should be ashamed. And I know you're trying to tank, and we're right as Bulls fans, we're right there with you. We want to lose just as much as you do. Hell, I think we might, as Bulls fans, want to lose a little bit more because our record doesn't suck quite as much right now, I believe. Correct. Yeah. Wait. Yes.
Close.
Yeah. So, I mean, come on. What are we doing?
Throw me a bone here.
But congrats to Bam. Congrats to Bam Adebayo. That's a hell of an individual performance. Good for him.
But wait, you skipped over the best part though. So he hits whatever the free throws to make it 73 and 74 points. Next time down the floor, I'm just imagining the conversation on the bench between the coaches. Hey, he's got 74. Oh, does he? Let's start doubling him across. You want to double? You want to double from the top? You want to come over? No, we'll come across. So yeah, that he's got 74. Really? It's like that's when the alert system kicked in. Usually that happens on consecutive possessions. If a guy gets back-to-back buckets against the same dude or against the same defense, then it'll be like, hey, at least send a flash over there. Like the coach will send something where at least a dig, somebody come help attack the dribble when he puts it on the floor.
Yeah.
Little things like that. But you're sitting there like this, your coach, how many points you got? Oh, really? 74?
74?
We're doubling him now.
Yeah.
Like what? What? Wait. Don't even bother at that point.
Well, wait. Hey, you see the Jumbotron? Is
that our game?
Is that is that their score? Is it supposed to be 47, which is still a lot? You should still double. Hold on.
You're right. What are they doing? Oh, that's a lot of points.
Oh, Sar.
Go help.
Get your ass on him.
It's just don't bother at that point. Like that makes it look worse almost. That on the last 9 he was doubled. That's enough out of you. Wait a second here.
You're triple teamed when he got fouled at the end because they didn't want to be the team to give up the.
You're not going to get the best of the Washington Wizards, my man. Hold on a second. You wait a second here, young man. You're not going to make a laughing stock of the Wizards.
I'll send you this video after because it's awesome.
Clamp down, gentlemen. Now, put the clamps on him. That's enough out of him. So this is what I wanted to ask.
Wait, it was only with like 2 minutes left as well, or something like that.
It's just like that. You're doubling then. That is legitimately hilarious.
Okay, it was no wait, sorry. It was with 4:37 left in the game is when they had a man on him. Is when they started showing him 2 for the first time. Hold on, I'm trying to see exactly.
It's probably right, but either way, it's maybe when you go in at halftime, like
74 points. It was 74 points.
How do you get through your halftime? What did he have at half? How many? 40 what?
43.
He had 43 at half. How do you leave the locker room without having that conversation? What are they doing at halftime? Look, you're going to lose. What do they lose by 30? What was the final score?
Like 150 to 120 something.
Yeah, like you're going to lose by whatever. I don't really think that's the issue, but at some point the players have to be like, this is some bullshit.
Yep,
like,
150, 129.
Okay.
Let me just check his stat
you're
line
not
again.
You're not in danger of winning if that was your concern.
He took 22 threes, only made 7 of them, made 36 of 43 free throws, and shot 20 of 43 from the field.
Do you have the officials on there?
I just clicked stats on Google. So
okay, I would just. I'm curious what crew that was. I'll look for it. But man, I
can't wait to hear Stephen A. Smith talk about this shit.
No.
I'm kidding.
Why?
I'm kidding.
No.
I was kidding.
And did this, what blew my mind though, was the response by the Lakers. Did you hear their PA announcer?
Did not.
Okay.
Was he pissed?
Yeah, in the middle of the Lakers game, Lawrence Tanter, their longtime PA guy, who was actually a buddy of Terry's from back in the day. You know, he's the guy who talks like this. I mean, you know his voice.
Yes.
I think he's like 75 years old. And Lawrence Tanter broke in to the game and said something like, your attention, please. Something in, what do you say, in a melancholy, he called it I remembered it this morning.
A melon.
He referred to it as melancholy regarding the fact that it happened, and he announces it as if the erasure of Kobe Bryant's non-Chamberlain record was some sort of affront to the Lakers. A melancholy footnote is what he called it. A melancholy footnote in NBA history.
I can't think of the word melancholy without thinking of Anchorman, but I don't remember the line. Do you remember the line? It's used in Anchorman. Will Ferrell says it at some point, and it's hysterical.
All right, again, think these things through before you offer them.
Okay, last night was mind-boggling. You know, when your thoughts are all trapped up in a bottle.
Right, but that's not from Anchorman. That's
from Blades of Glory.
That's from Blades of Glory, which I could not get out of my head during the Olympics, by the way. It ruined figure skating for me.
Especially because the figure skating was so
they kept falling
this year.
And they kept falling. But that movie ruined figure skating for me. I know that was not the intent, but it did. So he calls it a melancholy footnote in NBA history because somehow now it's not Kobe's anymore. And then Sam Amick wrote, I swear to God, Sam Amick wrote a whole piece, who I generally respect his work. He wrote a whole piece saying that Bam Adebayo should have stopped at 81.
Oh, go blow it out your ass.
Out of courtesy to Kobe Bryant.
Courtesy for my dick. You're what?
Yeah. So
and also something I've seen is that Kobe did it ethically in because he didn't shoot 43 free throws. Let me just see how many free throws he shot real quick.
Oh, I haven't seen that. But when did Kobe Bryant become some unassailable god?
He shot 20 free throws, so that's actually not terrible.
But when did this happen? That all of a sudden, I don't know, like, how dare Bam Adebayo?
We both know the answer, and we both don't want to say it.
Just usurp the record of Kobe Bryant?
We both know the answer, and we don't want to. We both don't want to say it.
Do you think it's because he died young and tragically?
Yep.
That nobody would be doing this if he didn't die young and tragically?
You don't think if Kobe were alive right now and the record was broken,
it's not a record.
His.
That's the thing. It's not a record.
His 81 point scoring
yes, his 81-point game. Yes.
If somebody passed that up, which I didn't think I'd ever see in my lifetime, You don't think he would send out a tweet saying, "Congratulations, Bam Adebayo"?
Of course he would.
Exactly. He wouldn't be mad. I think he's probably happy that somebody broke it.
Yeah, I
Or he
don't
would
think
be.
it. I don't think he would be mad at all. But to
No.
me, it's this the veneration of Kobe Bryant. I mean, he was a great player as a Hall of Fame player, but I didn't know that you weren't allowed to even break any of his records or say anything bad about him. And I was surprised too that I saw, and I did not know, there is a latent undercurrent of very strong Kobe Bryant distaste that also was coming out. And I sent you some of the memes.
Yeah, some
there,
serious hate.
And when you saw from there were a number of women who.
Well, yeah, because of his issue with.
I mean, it's not an issue. The guy was tried for rape, and I don't think that there is despite everything that was entered into evidence and everything was argued, and it was the trial of the century and breathlessly covered day in and day out, and we saw everything and we know how it was adjudicated. But I get it. And I understand what we know about believing victims and how difficult it is to be believed and how difficult, what it takes to surmount some of these things. That I understand it, but to see it come out immediately the way it did when all of the Kobe people were out, then other people are like, you know what, and there was some snark, but there was. A lot of that distaste is certainly coming from a real place, and I didn't know, or I didn't appreciate how many people were looking for an opportunity to express some of that.
Yeah, well said. I agree with that, and I don't have an issue with that at all, and nor should anyone, because I think it's completely valid for survivors of sexual assault or anything like that
Or anybody else,
right? To think that way. And I think it's perfectly reasonable. And I don't think we should be able to tell anyone how to think about something like that when neither of us have been through something like that.
But it doesn't.
And so what I'm saying is I just have such an issue with the people that are Kobe meat riders, I guess. I just don't understand it. And the fact that someone said for him, Bam Adebayo should have stopped.
That's not someone. That is a veteran NBA writer. It's a veteran NBA writer. Let me see if
it comes out that he got hacked or something.
No, it's Athletic, New York Times. He said, "What you're about to read may very well qualify as haterade of the highest order. Consider it a disclaimer as it relates to Bam Adebayo's historic achievement in Miami. I didn't watch more than a few minutes of the game against the Washington Generals or Wizards, nor do I plan to." And
wait, Generals? What?
He's making the joke about the Generals because that's how bad they are, like they lose every game. And I don't know where he's going with this, but he does qualify. Maybe this reaction is rooted in nostalgia for Bryant's storied night against the Raptors. The deeper
was this not a storied night?
Wait,
that Raptors team sucked too.
The deeper reflection that comes because of his tragic passing 14 years after that game. Here you go, Jason. You're right. He says it. By virtue of human nature, his death puts greater weight on every one of his most cherished feats and creates a sense they should be handled with a certain kind of care.
Makes a sense. They shouldn't be. It's the
I am judging
NBA.
Yeah,
records are meant to be broken.
Of some of the people from Bryant's past whom I was in touch with after Adebayo's outing, the sentiment wasn't unique. Adebayo calling it quits as he hit 81 would have masked the messiness of this stat-chasing moment. There would be less focus on how the Heat helped Adebayo add to his total down the stretch, intentionally fouling to extend the game. The awkward confusion about his intentions at the end, the choice to stay in the game. And then he says, it's not as if Bryant's best scoring night of his storied career wasn't without imperfections. The Toronto team he torched was a bona fide bottom feeder, 14-27 that night, finished the season 27-55. That 27-year-old Bryant in his vintage let it fly mode, Jalen Rose famously fielding his unenviable defensive assignment.
It wasn't even Jalen Rose. It was Morris Peterson. Jalen Rose was not guarding Kobe for most of that game.
If only he had called it a night a little bit sooner. Look, you can have that thought. There is an editor who's got to tell you no. That's an editor's job. When the editor's like, hey, we need a Bam Adebayo column. You got a thought? You got to take?
His counter arguments were too strong.
He says, in truth, what Adebayo did was as impressive an aberration as you'll ever find. The 3-time All-Star and 2-time gold medalist is a renowned two-way force. This was a whole new level when it came to scoring. He shot a combined 40 free throws in his previous 9 games. Against the Wizards, he shot 43. And then he says, none of which he needs to apologize for. The praise should come from far and wide. If only he'd called it a night just a little bit sooner. Man, this
call it an aberration?
No, look, I like Sam. This should not have been published. This should not have been published. And history will not be kind to this particular story.
Nor should it.
It won't. All right. Ready for the showdown?
Sure.
All right, let's hit it. All right, I'm going to let you go first because I'm unveiling a new game for the showdown.
Okay.
You're like, okay, whatever.
Since 2010, can you name the 5 players with the most games with at least 1 block, 1 steal, and 0 turnovers?
Oh, that's interesting. The answer is probably no. Since 2010, a block.
I'll just say this: all of these guys are still playing, so that helps a lot.
Okay, well, obviously it's going to be a really good player because it's going to be a function of the number of opportunities you've had to play. And these are full games played. It's not like you come in for 5 minutes, you get a block and a steal, and you come out. Does that count?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
Oh, because it can't be.
I'll say this: just 1 block, 1 steal, 0 turnovers.
Right, but it's possible you could play for 5 minutes and have a block and a steal and 0 turnovers. That's all you play in the game.
That's what makes this tough.
Well, it makes it impossible, really. LeBron.
No. So there are 4 big men here, 1 wing. They're all currently playing, and I'll just say think more of defensive, just defensive guys. Don't think about the turnovers part.
DeAndre Jordan.
DeAndre Jordan is there with 65, so 3rd most since 2010.
He just didn't touch the ball enough to turn it over.
Right.
I mean, because if it's like a missed
he's a great defender.
That's not a turnover.
Or was a great defender.
Oops. All right. DeAndre Jordan. I don't know if this necessarily is going to correlate to being good on what year is it? 2026. So Gobert wasn't there yet, and they're still playing.
All of them. I would. A lot of these guys aren't even that old.
Okay.
The rest of DeAndre Jordan is easily the oldest guy on this list.
How about Draymond?
No, turns the ball over a lot.
Well, I know, but you told me to think old guys who are still playing who are good at defense.
I just said not that old.
Well, if somebody's been in the league 16 years.
No, they don't have to be in the league for 16 years.
I see.
Just
I see
2010.
Just since 2010. It's not people who've been playing since. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, God. Oh, gee. I don't know. Jay Huff.
No. He's only been in the NBA for this season.
So he could have had a game this season with a block and a steal and no turnovers.
Yeah, not 70 of them.
Oh, you phrased this wrong.
No, I didn't.
You're saying the most games of that.
That's what I said.
I don't think you did.
Yes, I did.
I don't think you did. Okay, the most games
Yes,
of at
that
least
is
a block
what
and a
I
steal and
said.
0 turnovers.
That is literally
think-
what I said.
All right, then fine. I was confused. I didn't think that was what you said. Who's done that the most? And
want me to
DeAndre Jordan is on the
Oh.
list.
DeAndre Jordan is third on the list.
Okay. How about Giannis?
Nope.
No. Okay.
I can't. Hold on. I
This is gonna be
can't hear you.
difficult.
You're cutting
How
out.
about you can't hear me?
But now I can. Just now I was able to.
Shit.
You were very delayed.
One,
Should
two,
be okay
one,
now. Now you're good.
2, 1, 2.
Yeah, you're good now. I think.
No, you're breaking up on my end.
I think it's on you,
You're
man.
laggy. Okay, I think I get it now. See, this is the people who've done this the most: a block and a steal.
Yes, that
And
is
no
what
turnovers.
I said.
All right, I'm confused. I thought it was just like these are the only people who have done it, and that's why I thought, well, it wouldn't really make sense.
No.
Oh, and still playing. How about I don't know, DeAndre Ayton?
No. But I like where you're thinking.
Clint
I like-
Capella.
No.
I'm thinking of big people. How about
Yeah.
Gobert?
No. Because Gobert turns the ball over a lot too. Because
I
he
know
holds the
does,
ball a lot.
But I'm trying to think of.
Do you want
I don't know.
teams that you would probably know them for playing on?
Sure.
All right. One of them, Indiana.
Miles Turner.
Miles Turner.
Okay.
One of them, New York Knicks.
Cat.
No.
Hartenstein.
No. Been there for a decent amount of time, but he's not old.
Is he? And he's still there?
Well, yeah, he is.
Or like, what was his name? Mitchell Robinson.
Correct. Mitchell Robinson is first in this category with 74.
Mitchell Robinson. Okay.
And then you got two guys at 61. One of them has been a Maverick his entire career. And the other one kind of bounced around a little bit. He's with Portland now. And strictly a defensive guy.
Maxi Kleber. Who was he's been with Dallas his entire career.
Yeah.
No, it's
Forward.
not,
Big guy.
it's not Derek Lively.
He's 34 years old.
I don't know.
Dwight Powell.
Gonna get a whole hell of a lot better. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. I wouldn't have
And-
gotten that one.
Yeah.
And then
last one.
and then the
Last
Portland
one
guy.
currently a Blazer.
Currently Blazer. God, I don't even know who's on their roster anymore. They have Tumani Kamara.
I would say this guy was kind of like Kamara before Kamara, but wasn't as good. Like really good, like
So,
rookie
just a
defender
wiry,
guy.
defensive minded.
Yeah. Just
rookie
annoying.
defender guy. I don't know.
Matisse Thybulle.
I don't know. Oh, good name. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
DeAndre Jordan, Miles Turner, Mitchell Robinson, Matisse Thybulle, and Dwight Powell. All right. So here's what I'm going to do with you.
Okay.
This is my new thing. Do you remember when, as a family, we would go on car trips and we'd play 20 questions?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. We're going to do the same thing here, and this is it's a simple basketball trivia game called Who Am I? And you are going to start, and you can ask yes and no questions to do a differential diagnosis to determine who I am.
And it has to be an NBA player. It can't be someone from Space Jam or something.
Correct. Living, dead, or fictional, right? Which is always the first
that's what I was saying.
question.
Or Hoosiers,
right?
you know? Yeah.
Right? No,
All right.
it is not. Maybe we could expand to that at some point, but
Yeah.
that's a good idea. But no, these are.
Okay.
This is. I have in my mind an actual name from the annals of NBA players,
Okay.
and I will do my best to answer yes and no questions, and we'll see how long it takes you to get this person.
All right. Is he currently playing?
Am I currently playing? Yes.
Okay. Is your player American?
He is not.
Did your player go to college?
I believe not.
Okay. Is he currently on an Eastern Conference team?
Damn it. No.
All right. He's in the West. Has he been in the league for more than 5 years?
Yes.
Is he a big man?
No.
No. Interesting. Okay. Is this player from Europe?
Yes.
Is this player white?
No.
Okay. You said the player's from Europe. He's not white. He's been in the league for over 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
Western Conference.
Mm-hmm.
Is this player a wing?
Yes. He's played small forward, shooting guard, then small forward, and then power forward. But I would classify him as a wing.
He's a wing. He's a wing.
Mm-hmm.
European. Is he old? Is he considered old?
Yes.
Did he just tie Kobe Bryant's 3-point record?
Not that I know of.
Nicholas Batum.
Oh, yeah, that's who it is.
Bang!
God damn it. I thought it was going to take you a lot longer.
Did you see that Batum is about to break Kobe's record for threes of all time?
No, I didn't. Because of course I'm like,
I think that's great considering what just happened.
Yeah, but it wasn't my intent.
He's tied for 30th with Kobe Bryant right now.
Now, because of course
1800 with 1827 career threes.
Now, not for nothing, when I looked at his comps,
yeah,
there are a lot of former Bulls on his list of comps. And this is really interesting because I know I love doing this. But
that was an easy one for
damn it for you. All right, so just check out these comps.
Okay.
Robert Horry.
Yeah.
Marvin Williams.
Okay.
Kurt Thomas. Do you remember him?
Yeah, of course. He's on my Wii for some reason.
What do you mean he's on your Wii?
I made a Wii character named Kurt Thomas, I think.
Why?
I don't know. Juan Pierre is on there, I believe.
What? Oh, you
David
made like
DeJesus.
little
Luol Deng is on there for sure.
And Juan Pierre?
I was a weird child.
What are you doing?
I don't know.
Eddie Johnson.
Okay.
Thagic Johnson.
My guy.
Thaddeus Young. Taj Gibson. Harrison Barnes.
HB.
Mike Miller. Better player than people thought.
Mike Miller was nice.
Juwan Howard. And another former Bull, Joe Smith. Those are the most similar players to Nick Batum.
Yeah, but I just think it's funny that last night Batum tied Kobe's career threes mark. Nick effing Batum.
Had I known that, I wouldn't have chosen him, but I chose him
I just
think
it's great considering what we've been talking about this podcast.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Does Sam Amick not want Nick Batum to hit another three to keep Kobe's legacy alive?
Oh, come on,
man.
Like
what are we doing here?
Don't write that. Don't write that. That's like one of those things that John Feinstein would have come up with for an old CBS Sports Minute.
I can imagine reading. I can imagine Chuck Swirsky reading that to me while I try to sleep. That's my sleep paralysis demon.
Hey, Jason,
if you need to get to sleep, I'm going to tell you all about why Kobe Bryant is the best player to ever score anything close to Wilt Chamberlain. Whoop, hey, and then eat rim.
Don't
No.
eat mine, Chuck.
Not my intention.
That's going to do it for episode 135 of OWC. And do all your liking and subscribing and everything that you do. And we can hope that when the Bulls are going to catch those Memphis Grizzlies in the Tankathon standings. And I wish I could say I was confident in that happening, but I am not.
Organizations win championships. A Chicago Bulls podcast with Jason and Dan Bernstein on 312 Sports.
Let me ask you something real quick. Are you filling out a bracket this year just like everybody else and sitting around watching TV and doing it for fun games? Or do you want to win something real? Because most people are just playing for bragging rights among their friends, pride. There's really nothing else behind it. My bookie is giving away $100,000 in their Madness Bracket contest. That's $100,000 real cash that you could win. They're doing this because they're celebrating 100,000 followers on Instagram with another $10,000 in prizes. So this isn't just about picking upsets, talking trash, giving your friend a hard time about losing. You want to turn your ball knowledge, all those Ken Pom rankings and AP polls that you've been looking at this entire year, you want to put it into your bankroll. So if you're going to be in it, try to win. Head to mybookie.ag and use our new promo code OWC as an organizations win championships and get your first bet covered up to $500. If it misses, you still have your bet back bonus token and you can still run it back. The madness only comes once a year, always in March, and it's always a great time. But this year, try something different than just watching it. Win from it. That's mybookie.ag, promo code OWC, for you to get all of these rewards. Only at MyBookie.